Welcome, everybody. So, what does confidence mean to you? Let's take some shout-outs. Come on, I'm going to start picking people. Chris.
Being your best self, being yourself.
Being your best self. Sam. Knowing what you're talking about. One more.
Making other people feel at ease.
Making other people feel at ease. Yes. They're all good things. Now, I'll tell you what confidence means to me. For me, confidence is a feeling. And it's a feeling that no matter what happens, and no matter what challenges you have to go through in life, you have this unshakable faith and strength and knowledge that everything is going to be okay. Agreed? Okay. So, I don't know whether you know this, but there are 3 levels of confidence. So let's think in concentric circles. There's the external confidence. External confidence is about what you can do. Great speaker, great dancer, amazing chef, amazing communicator. It's all about kind of your status, like what you've achieved. Now the inner level is this, lifestyle confidence. And lifestyle confidence is about the stuff you have. Maybe you have this great house in West Hampstead, or you're driving maybe a car, Maserati or something, or you're always wearing designer stuff and carrying designer bags, or have the most amazing 75-inch TV in your house, and other whizzy gadgets. Now the level that's in from that, which is the most important thing, is core confidence. Has everyone heard core confidence? Yeah. So core confidence is basically how you feel about yourself, and it's about who you are. So it's not about the stuff, the status, the contacts, what you've achieved, what you have, nothing. It's about the stuff. And here's the problem. If you attach confidence to external things, either what you've achieved, so great job, great relationship, or what you have, amazing house, amazing yacht, whatever, and these things go away, then it can leave you feeling battered and broken and like nothing. So what I want to talk about is core confidence and how you can get it. Now, when I first heard about these 3 things, intellectually I was like, okay, yep, I get that. Now, give me the magic beans to get the confidence and I'll start popping them every day and taking them and I'm going to be good. Because that's how I'm going to get this feeling. So do you want to know the bad news? The bad news is that there's no magic beans, and you can't think yourself confident. But the good news is that you can take action. And by taking action, that's what's going to help to nurture your confidence. Agreed? So the thing is that before you start taking action, there are a few things that you need to be aware of. Things you've got to literally get rid of, get out of your head. The first thing is you have to get rid of attachment to any kind of result. Because when you're attached to a result, what does that do? Well, that sort of paralyzes you because you're so involved in thinking about how something has to go that then you kind of build up all these fears. And the second thing is that you've got to get rid of this idea that you are the predictor of all future events. You are not an oracle, because 99% of the things that you worry about don't actually happen. So that's it. We've got rid of these 2 things, and now what are we going to do? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to take action. And usually I give sort of 3 things in my speeches, but I'm trying something new. So I'm only going to, because it's the start of the year where, have to get practiced about this. I'm only going to give you 1 thing. So in taking action, this is the only thing that I want you to remember. When you're taking action, I want you to start before you're ready. Now, I want to share something with you. This is a full circle moment for me, because Anik said, 3 years ago, I joined Pony. And if you told me that I would be not only a judge, but actually getting up here to do a 10-minute speech on confidence, I would have told you you were absolutely crazy. Because PONIE, for those of you who don't know it, it's a training program. And there's lots of different things that you can speak about. And so when I started, I actually sort of did speaker modeling, which is sort of stepping into, the essence of somebody and delivering a speech. And then, you can do an impromptu, where you get up here and you're given 90 seconds and a topic to just talk about when you haven't prepared at all, which is a bit nerve-wracking. And then you can also practice emceeing, which you'll see Hannah do, later on this evening. And so I went along this path and I kind of did all these things in this order. And the one thing that I just was really scared of doing was doing a 6-minute. And the reason that I was really scared was because, unlike most of the people at PONIE, I didn't have my own business. And I had nothing to sell. And I basically thought that I didn't have anything of value to say. And finally, when I'd done all the other things in the training, and this was the one thing that was left, and I had to bite the bullet, I finally did it. And you know what? It actually wasn't as bad as I thought, for a start. And secondly, I realized, wow, I do have something valuable to say. But not just me, we all have something valuable to say, because when we share parts of our story, and when we share who we are as people, or we share something that we've gone through and what we've learned from, that's incredibly valuable because it helps all of us. And when you're in an environment where you're hearing these inspiring stories, it actually helps you lift yourself up and get better in not just speaking or whatever, but whatever you do. And see, when you take action and you start something before you're ready, what that does for you is it does a couple of things. Firstly, what you're doing is you're building trust in yourself. You're kind of keeping promises that you've made to yourself, and you're basically also strengthening your belief in your ability to learn, which is an amazingly magical thing because, your ability to learn transcends one thing that you do. Through speaking, which I kind of started really just for fun, it then gave me the springboard to try loads of other things. And I tried writing that I'd always wanted to do, and I tried painting and parasailing and most recently improv. And it basically just expanded my mind. And that's what I think that it will do for all of you. Because when you start doing these things and taking action and starting before you're ready, what you're doing is little by little, you're kind of giving yourself these little gifts, and you're giving yourself experiences that you can then draw on when you're about to embark on something new. And I've taken that into so many different areas of my life, one of which is that I'm a lawyer, and I'm now no longer as fearful about stepping into a new area of law and stepping into a new job and a new role that I've literally had no experience in, because I've done it before. And I've had lots of learnings along the way that I can draw from. And I've learned that actually it's all going to be okay in the end. And so what I'd like to leave you with is that if you're going to work on one thing in 2017, my invitation to you is to nurture your core confidence. Because when you're doing that, what you're doing is you're strengthening your relationship with yourself, which is truly the greatest relationship you're ever going to have, and it sets a standard for all other relationships in your life, both personal and work. And secondly, because it just leaves you with this incredible sense of calm and coolness and certainty that when crappy things happen, which life is all about peaks and troughs, right? And challenges and great stuff and challenges again. And so when they happen, you can have built up your resilience and your confidence to the point where you kind of know, okay, this has happened, but you know what? I am my greatest asset. I know that I can get through this. I know that whatever happens, I'm going to sail through, and there's going to be bumpy bits, and I might capsize or I might get seasick, but it's okay, because I'm going to get through to the other side, and that's going to be okay. So that's really it. So I just want to remember, what's the big takeaway that I want you guys to remember? Core confidence and start before you're ready. So start before you're ready in 2017. Thank you.